today's video, I'm going to show you how to do this hairstyle in your hair, even if you only have thin, fine hair. So this is a half up hairstyle. A lot of half up hairstyles are really intimidating to people who don't have thick hair because you feel like you're gonna be sacrificing a lot of your hair to the style and then the hair that's left down is too thin, but they can still work. You just have to be mindful of how much hair you're putting up versus leaving down. So I like to think of only using a quarter of my hair to put up as opposed to half. Half would be taking all of the hair sort of from your ears and putting that up. And you might feel like you're not left with enough hair on the bottom for it to look nice. But when I do a quarter, I sort of go between my ears and like the top of my head. I take this hair and we're gonna work with this hair, the top quarter of our hair, and leave the rest of the hair down. And that's gonna leave a lot more hair down so it's not as thin what's left behind. So for this style today, we are going to take that hair, I'm gonna go all the way around to the back of my head. What I'm doing is I'm taking my fingers and I'm putting them against my skin and I'm dragging them through my hair and I'm keeping my fingers tight against my head. I'm not coming away from my head into my hair, I'm keeping it tight against my head. This is going to help me create a nice solid even line. I'm going straight back, keeping horizontal to the floor until my fingers meet in the center of my head, and then I'm taking that section. And that's going to be a fairly even section of hair. So I'm going to take that and then I'm just going to pull some hair out here at the front. We're going to leave some hair out, just like that. Once you're happy with what you've left out, now we are going to take a brush and just kind of gently brush this back. I don't want it too smooth. I want to leave it a bit textured because texture is going to create the illusion of more fullness. So then we're going to use a claw clip for this ponytail. I'm using a small claw clip. It's quite small. It's only about an inch wide, maybe an inch and a half, I don't know. But it's small. It's little. It has nice tight teeth, so it's still going to grip your hair. If there's a lot of space between the teeth, that's when you're going to find it's going to slide out of your hair if there's not enough hair for it to grip to. So if you don't have a lot of hair for it to grip to, you want to make sure it's got nice tight teeth. The reason we want a smaller one is because we need the hair to cascade over the claw clip to create the ponytail illusion. If you use a longer claw clip, you know, your more traditional one, and you don't have super long hair, it's gonna stick up. It's not gonna flop down. If your hair is a lot longer, you can definitely use a longer claw clip because your hair is longer. So I'm gonna turn around and show you how to do the ponytail from the back.
I'm going to start by taking the ponytail and twisting it a few times, maybe 2 to 3 times, definitely more than once. You want to make sure that you clip it right above where the wrap is, but not up in the loose part, and get both sides, the twisted side and then all the way over the twist to the other side. Then you're going to flip the hair back over the claw clip, trying to spread it out. I like to tease right at the base underneath a little bit. That's going to add fullness and help that cascade fall in a nice shape and not split. Just brush gently over the surface to get rid of the visible tangles on the top. And there you go, spread it out and the ponytail is done.
So now we've got the ponytail. Super cute. And as a finishing touch, I'm gonna use my thermal styling brush to just add a little bit of movement to my ends and to the hair on my face. You can skip this and leave it straight. You can use another tool like a wand, a curling iron, a flat iron, whatever you like to work with. But I am going to take these front pieces and kind of do them away from my face. I'm using the thermal brush because I'm not really looking for a curl. I'm just looking for like a little bit of movement. That's all I'm looking for. And I can do that with my other hot tools, but it is just easier with the thermal brush. It kind of just, that's the way it styles naturally in my length of hair. So I don't have to worry about accidentally overdoing it with my curling wand and making my hair really curly when that's not what I'm going for. Now, if your hair is longer, you can also add some curls to your ponytail. I do find if your hair is a bit on the shorter side like mine, that's tricky to do once you've put it up. If you do want to add some curl or movement to the ends of the ponytail and your hair is around my length or shorter, then I would suggest doing it before you put it up because it's easier to work with while it's all down. But once it's in that ponytail, I mean, you can, but it is harder. And I don't mind the way it looks, so I'm just gonna leave it. Go, all finished, was super easy. I know sometimes when you're looking for inspiration for hairstyles, it can be hard to find hairstyles that are actually done in thin fine hair, and most of what we see on Pinterest and Instagram and other social media platforms is hair that is a lot thicker and fuller than ours, regardless of whether they use hair pieces or if it's their bio hair. It doesn't really matter, it looks thicker than ours, and we feel like we can't replicate that, but we often can. And I'm going to show you in a series of videos how many of these hairstyles you can actually do in your thin fine hair. So if you have any ideas for hairstyles that I should try, drop those in the comment section below and I will do my best to get those out for you guys. Thank you so much for watching today. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. I will see you in the next one. See you later.